Hello there, viewers. Can you hear me? Yeah, you can write, Daniel. I had to disconnect the previous live chat session because I could not upload the thumbnail, so I had to restart live chat. Apologies for that. Welcome to the live chat session. Let me share an update with you. Uh, Let me share the roundup of coming news stories. Then I'll welcome the participants who've joined. Firstly, I have an update for you on what happened on Ethiopia's Somaliland border. Did a video this morning about fighting there. Secondly, tensions between Orthodox Church of Ethiopia and Ethiopian government before a big religious event. Church issued a statement today. Thirdly, Hassan Sheikh spoke today at Friday prayer. On Friday, Hassan Sheikh delivers speeches at mosques. And today he outlined Somalia's strategy. What does Somalia intend to do? And lastly, a clash between Eritrean Brigade Nehamido and pro-government groups in Australia. Let me welcome the participants who've joined. Dilhas is the first one who commented today. Welcome, Dilhas. Dr. Abdi Jalil Hassan is a new entry, a new participant, but well informed. Stays in touch with me. Thank you, Dr. Abdi Jalil. Peace and love, my long time viewer. Welcome, peace and love. How are you? Mulki Zorio Yusuf says is the first one. Speed 5, Aladdin Aziz, uh, Daniel Abate, my longtime friend, uh, JA007 says, Salam Sajid from Somalia. Walaikum assalam. Stay blessed, brother. Klaus New made it to the live chat too. Uh, Abdirahman Muhammad says, if Abi thinks 150 million people are too much, let him apply one child policy like China. Jumble joined too. Jumble from Gondar. Well informed, kept me informed as well about what happened in Gondar. Thank you, Jumble. Muwadin Wadani official page. I think this account is from Somaliland. Wadani is a Somaliland opposition party. Already you see tripartite, Eritrea, Somalia, and Egypt. Let's see. So far, engagements underway. MJ, Kasata Solman, Muni joined to welcome Muni. Amnat Johannes says, Hi Sajid, how are you doing? My old friend. I'm fine, Amnat. How are you? Mary joined too with Rose for us. Welcome, Mary. Mr. G says, I can tell you there is nothing the international community or Somalia can do with the deal. We'll have a look at what the Somalia's president said today at the mosque. Tegesti joined to welcome Tegesti from Tegarai. Uh, I think he gave a hint of what Somalia intends to do. Nisabho, welcome Nisabho. Muni is busy now. uh, Let me start, viewers. Let's start with an update for you from Ethiopia's Somaliland border. I did a video this morning. I told you there was fighting on Ethiopia's Somaliland border. I think I was the first one to report no Somaliland, Ethiopian news outlet, social media, video page did a video on this development. After that, several other sources followed as well, and they reported about this development. I got information from the ground, but it was a little sketchy because obviously it is difficult to get information from Somalia, Somaliland, especially from far off border areas. So, what happened at Ethiopia, Somaliland border today is that there was a clash. It has been confirmed. So, several viewers said, Sajid, you make up stories. And they said, Sajid, you are making up stories. Nothing is happening on the border. Out of nowhere, you have come up with the story about fighting. But later it was confirmed that fighting did happen. What happened, what is being reported. By the way, Ethiopian side is silent, no report from Ethiopian official sources, but from Somaliland, we are receiving updates. It is being claimed by the people of the area close to Salale that an Ethiopian police official opened fire at Somaliland police officials and civilians. One Somaliland police official and a civilian died. People of the area, locals of the area, when they heard of this incident, they rushed to the point where there was incident of firing. And hundreds of locals, tribal members, they rushed to the scene of firing. Ethiopian police officer. By police, I mean Somali Leo police, Somali special force. Those special forces have been disbanded in Ethiopia a few months ago. Ethiopian Prime Minister announced the disbandment of all special forces, and that led to start of uprising in the Amhara region. But it seems the Somali Leo police is operating in some other form. Maybe it's part of Ethiopian National Defense Force or it's part of police, but it is there. And the border, Somali, welcome Bachagarbi, and the border, Somali region of Ethiopia, Somaliland, Somali region of Ethiopia, Somalia border is mainly protected by Somali Leo police, Somali special force. And if you remember last year when Al Shabaab fighters entered Somali region of Ethiopia, back then it was Somali Leo police which fought on front lines to push Al Shabaab. So Somali Leo police is very experienced regarding fight against insurgencies and armed groups. So the police, Somali Leo police member opened fire reportedly. That led to casualties on Somali lines side of the border. Then people from Somaliland, tribal members, they rushed to the area, and Somali Leo police had to retreat from its positions. And later, senior military officials arrived. Their investigation is underway. So this is what happened. And by the way, if Ethiopian troops decide to enter Somali land, Somali Leo police will enter as well. It will enter Somaliland. Thank you, Abdi Jalil Hassan, for choosing to be a member of the channel. Welcome to this community of My Views and News members. You can be a member. If you want to be a member, I can recognize members by special badges given to them. They can contact me anytime. They can reach me on call as well. They can appear on My Views and News. They can send video messages, audio messages. And sometimes I do share member-specific content, like I shared pictures from Gondar yesterday, which were member-specific, because obviously everything cannot be shown here on YouTube. So gradually I'll set up a website, because sometimes the material is very graphic. We have some restrictions here. We cannot show on YouTube. On website, we will have more freedom. Members will have access to the website and to that exclusive content. So Somali Leo police should not be seen as an ordinary internal law enforcement agency. It has been in control of Ethiopian border when Tigray war was ongoing. Ethiopia-Somalia border was protected by Somali Leo police. So we cannot say that it was a clash between Ethiopian military and Somali land police, uh, because it was between Somali Leo police and Somaliland police. But still, it was a big incident. So that is what happens. It's not that Ethiopia tried to make an entry into Somaliland to gain access to sea or to test the waters in Somaliland. This is the update for you from Somaliland Ethiopia border. I would request people living in border areas, especially in Lughaya, that please get in touch with me, stay in touch with me. People are helping me in covering this issue, this conflict between Ethiopia and Somalia. It's a new area for me. Gradually, I'm connecting with people who are from the ground, but still I try to ensure that we verify things. Sometimes it's difficult to verify because areas are far off and sometimes there are no reliable sources there. Dawad Media joined too. Daniel Abate says, I don't think Somaliland has a capacity to fight with Ethiopian National Defense Force unless Isaias support them. Somaliland does not want to fight Ethiopia. If there is fight, it will be between some tribal elements in Somaliland and Ethiopian National Defense Force. There could be some disgruntled elements there, which might try to stop Ethiopia from gaining access to sea. Police is obviously part of the government, Somaliland government, which has struck a deal with Ethiopia. Muni Muni says, Abiy told Fano to join Amhara force, Amhara police or ENDF, not disarm. Well, Abiy tried to disarm Amhara special force. Muni, we cannot deny that. Abiy tried to disarm Amhara special force. That was a bad move. It backfired. Special force members joined Fano. By the way, Fano, Muni is not the old Fano which you people have been seeing for years. That local farmers and others are part of Fano. No, Fano now is being led by ASF, Amhara Special Force. Thousands of ASF members are part of Fano now. Senior ASF members, colonel level and others are leading operation. That is why Fano is surviving. So I think that move by Abiy to disband Amhara Special Force was a strategic blunder that backfired. And that led to rebirth of Fano. Open Mind says Somalia getting more and more support. I'll respond to it after a few minutes in the section of the live chat about Hassan Sheikh's speech at a mosque today. Mr. G says, Muni Muni says, you think I'm paid by Abiy? No, no, no. You're not paid by Abiy. I'm not saying that. Muni Muni is addressing MJ, saying that, do you think I'm paid by Abiy? No one is paid by Abiy. Abiy does not pay anyone, by the way. People have their own loyalties and their own uh, sensitivities to support groups. But we're quick to blame people. We're quick to blame people that they are backed by this or that. I've been facing that for years. Now, let me speak a little about the tension between the Orthodox Church of Ethiopia and Ethiopian government, because Church issued a statement today, so it is now official. Abune Abraham is the general manager of the Orthodox Church, and through church headquarters, from church headquarters, a statement has been issued. The church leaders say that they're being harassed. that security forces have been deployed outside church headquarters in Addis Ababa. Rigorous checkings are being carried out by security forces, and church officials are being harassed. Everything entering the church is being thoroughly checked. And the church mentions the coming Temkit Epiphany celebrations, which will be held on the 20th of uh, January, almost after a week. The church seems to be warning the government that the government should be careful. It is creating tensions. The statement from church is a warning, it seems. By the way, we have heard from some top church leaders criticizing the prime minister, rather demanding the removal of the prime minister. Abune Locus, an archbishop a few days ago, spoke, and he used very strong language against Ethiopian PM. By the way, uh, I think Taya used less provocative language against Ethiopian PM, but he was immediately arrested. He was accused of supporting a coup, accused of working against constitutional order, thrown in prison, his family told to leave official residence, his bank accounts frozen. Abune Locus used very strong language against Ethiopian PM, and some say he just called for assassination of PM or removal of PM. But nothing happened. Abune Locus has not been arrested so far. Why? It's very interesting. Welcome, Shafo Welwell. Shafo Welwell has also chosen to be a member of the channel. Welcome, Shafo. If you want to be a member, you can click the link in description section of this live chat. So nothing happened to Abune Locus. Why? Because behind Abune Locus is one of the most powerful institutions in Ethiopia, and that is Orthodox Church. No one was behind Dandia. That is why he's in prison, and he'll remain in prison. Ethiopian government could not take action against Abune Locus, who used fiery, provocative language against Ethiopian government, Ethiopian PM. That speech by Abune Locus showed the level of tension between the government and church. And we must not ignore the link between Fano groups and some church elements. I won't say that who is in Denver? Bacha, who is in Denver? I have been talking about the link between Fano groups and Orthodox Church. I am not saying the link is in description section of this video. You can see the link in community section as well. If you link the community section, if you click the community section, you can see a link there. Or if you click the description of this live chat or other videos, you can see the first link in description. There is a link. Pano, I'm not saying that Pano groups have backing of Abune Matthias, Abune Abraham, or Abune Petros. I'm not saying that. But church premises are being used by Fano fighters. It's not a secret. Government has officially accused Fano groups that Fano groups are using church premises. And I think first major operation against Fano was conducted by security forces at a church in East Gurjam, in which government claimed to have killed around 500 Fano members. And after that, we saw several reports about government bombardment of churches because of the use of churches by Fano fighters. We saw only one statement from one church elder, and that is Abuna Ermias, who criticized phonographs. Abuna Locus also once criticized phonographs, telling phonographs to fight in forests and mountains. Later, it seems he changed his position. So, uh, there are tensions rising between the church and the government. Church, I think, is sympathetic. Some abones, some top archbishops are very sympathetic towards foreign groups. Why? Amhara region now is the stronghold of the church. Tigray as well. Tigray was a stronghold in terms of collection of funds, in terms of the overwhelming majority of population practicing the Orthodox sort of discipline there. The church is losing its base. By losing, I mean that if there is no economic activity, if there is fighting in Amhara, church won't get any donations. How will church raise money? How will church survive? The continuation of conflict in Amhara is an economic loss for the church. Church has already lost Tigray. Tigray Orthodox archbishops operating separately. They won't give a penny to the main church. Amhara destabilized. How will church earn? Church, and secondly, the support base. Church support base is Amhara. If Amhara region remains destabilized, it means that church strength will get weak. So there are concerns, and maybe church believes that, and we must not forget that Ethiopian government tried to divide the church earlier this year. Ethiopian PM backed a splinter faction formed by three archbishops, but that move by the government could not succeed, and later PMRB backtracked and withdrew. So I think tensions are now rising. The coming Temkit Epiphany celebrations are going to be key, especially because big celebrations are held in Gondar, and Fano fighters carried out two attacks in Gondar. If there is no Epiphany celebration in Gondar, it would be a big blow to government. Obviously, church would ask the government to ensure safety and security because its top religious events are being disrupted. Bacha Garbi says that Abune Locus is in Denver. I don't know. Fikro Zihariro says at that time both Birhano Naga, who opposed GERD, and Ridwan also opposed earlier need for a port. So why is he using it as an example now? Because he's now in government, he's part of the government. Ebenezer Gobazi says activists close to government say the Logaya base construction is started. Claim it's they have live satellite map images. I don't know. I have no such verification. I tried to verify, but I could not verify. So that is why I say that locals from Lohaya can keep us updated. Satellite imagery is not working for me. Eritrea, Pearl of Red Sea says Ethiopians underestimating Somalia will cost them a hefty price. Maybe that is why some Eritreans want some Eritreans. Bachagarbi says the Western diplomats are backing Ethiopia's Somaliland deal. This shows hands of countries gonna recognize hundreds of countries maybe recognize Somaliland following Ethiopia. Abdirahman says, Sajid, did you see Abi meeting with AU and IGAD chief? Yes, I saw pictures of Abi with Farkane and Musa Faki. By the way, African Union and IGAD are toothless bodies. They don't take any position. Don't expect anything from them. They cannot diffuse the tension between Ethiopia and Somalia. They're not known for taking strong positions. They're weak institutions. They only follow what West tells them to do. Pretoria was not mediated by African Union or IGAD. It was mediated by Hira wants me to take off my hat. Hira, here you go. Since you asked for that, so I thought I should oblige. Yusuf says, Sajid, imagine Afghanistan establishing a naval base in Pakistan. No country would allow this. No, I think the parallels you are drawing are not fair. Somaliland has been operating independently for 3 decades. Yes, unrecognized. I agree, but it is operating independently. This is the main issue. Do you think that Somaliland and Somalia can reunite? Do you see any possibility? So either they should reunite or they should live like good neighbor life. And the two should work together towards peace, prosperity, and stability. The east of Somaliland wants to unite with Somalia. You're talking about Sul, I think, Lassanud. Shafo well says, Saji, do you think Abi's administration would survive 2024? Well, difficult to predict. No one was expecting such a big escalation between Ethiopia and neighboring country a few days ago. Abiy makes big decisions, and some of these decisions backfire. Like I said, his decision of disarming of ASF members in Amhara backfired. Another decision about access to sea, will it backfire? Will it increase his strength? Let's wait. LM says you should only take off your hat for members. Where is Kira? No, Kira should be a member, I think. Why don't you read my comment? You are someone in someone's name is in Amharic. I cannot read that Amharic or Tigranian. What is your comment? Do you think Abiy is mentally stable? Tisfali that says I responded to this question several times in the past. I don't see any problem with Abiy's state of mind. Now, let me share with you what Hassan Sheikh said at a mosque in Mogadishu today. Hassan Sheikh offers Friday prayer at a mosque on Friday. And after that, he delivers a speech at the mosque. It happens every Friday. And there Hassan Sheikh announced what uh, Somalia intends to do to stop Ethiopia. He said, "No, Minghan, I don't have any major update for you. I'm only aware of delivery of Turkish TB2 drones to Somalia. I'm talking about shipment of heavy weapons or strategic long range weapons." Uh, Hassan Sheikh there said that so far Ethiopia is issuing statements and we are issuing statements as well. Come on, Mulki says, Sajid, please call him by President Hassan. He's president. I'm not saying he's not president. Come on. Uh, so, uh, there, Hassan Sheikh said that at the mosque, so far Ethiopia is issuing statements. Somalia also issuing statements. And if Ethiopia makes one move, we'll make four moves. Which one move? What is the meaning of one move? Obviously, one move means Ethiopian attempt to gain access to the sea. Ethiopian move to establish a base. Ethiopian attempt to enter Somaliland, military movement, etc. If it means that so far Ethiopia has not made a move, it means Hassan Sheikh confirmed, which we have been reporting on this channel. And just a few minutes ago, a viewer commented that according to pro-Ethiopian government activists, construction work already underway in Laghaya by Ethiopian government, which seems to be incorrect. By the way, don't blindly trust these government-backed activists as well. Sometimes for views, for following, people share unverified information. They don't make corrections too. Hassan Sheikh today indirectly made it clear that so far Ethiopia has not made a move, practical move, just statements. And if Ethiopia made a move, Somalia would retaliate for it by responding with several moves. Which types of several moves? All options open available for Somalia. And indirectly, Hassan Sheikh warned international community. The international community should not blame us in case of our response to Ethiopian provocation. So he asked international community to intervene now. And then he talked about Al-Shabaab too, that we have been fighting to eradicate Al-Shabaab. Now we have to fight on two fronts, Al-Shabaab and Ethiopia. Basically, he hinted at military intervention, not just legal diplomat. Ethiopia is fighting Al-Shabaab, not legally, not at a court, not through diplomatic means. Rather, an operation is underway against Al-Shabaab, military operation. It means that Ethiopia, that Somalia is fighting against Al-Shabaab through military means, not through legal means or through diplomatic means. The same will happen against Ethiopia. Somalia would resort to military option as well. This option is available. But and he talked about the border too, that Ethiopia is opening the Pandora's box. 30 years ago, a chapter was closed, but Ethiopia is reopening this chapter. I think he was talking about Ogaden, talking about Ethiopia Somalia border. And he used a controversial term about this border a few days ago. Overall, he is pacifying the people in Somalia who wants the government to take action. He's telling them, we are ready. We are prepared, but so far Ethiopia is only speaking, and we are speaking as well. Ethiopia has not made any practical move. Bachagarbi says that I predicted that Somalia would fail on international level, and that is why Hassan Sheikh is now warning international community. Asmara failed him too. But I think you're going too fast. Asmara, Cairo, and Mogadishu are going to meet. They're going to have some discussions in coming days. And I don't expect international community, that international community would involve itself in support of Somalia. By the way, Somalia needs a few allies only. Somalia does not need entire world to be behind its position. It needs only a few players. If suppose only Turkey is involved, suppose only Egypt is involved, that would be a big support for Somalia. What is UAE's role in Somaliland? Have you seen any statements from UAE so far about the Ethiopia Somaliland MOU? I have not seen that. Entire world speaking, calling for respect for Somalia's sovereignty or integrity. UAE nowhere to be seen. UAE is an ally of Ethiopian government and Somaliland government too. And maybe UAE is behind this MOU too. Sigai Hale says, Mr. Sajid, not true that Eritreans wish that Somalis will defend and Ethiopia is going to pay a price, because we know the capacity of Somalis more than you do, sir. But let me say one thing. You people who are Eritreans, you should not involve yourself in this conflict, I think. It is a bilateral issue between Ethiopia and Somalia. It should be handled bilaterally. Eritrea should not be a party. This is what I believe should happen, because uh, in opposing, uh, in supporting Somalia, Eritrea is becoming indirectly involved in this conflict. Eritrea is hosting Hassan Sheikh. It is hosting Egyptian foreign minister, and maybe we could see a trilateral meeting in Cairo in coming days. It's not good for Ethiopia-Eritrea relations. You are neighbors. You cannot change your neighbors. You'll always live together. So try to de-escalate the situation, but I'm seeing an alliance among Eritrean activists, Somali activists, Amhara activists. Do you know the history between Somalia and Eritrea? Then you will refer to history between Ethiopia and Somalia, and it will go on. Just think what is happening today. Think about future. If you start going deep into what happened decades ago, there will never be peace. Bad things happen. Bad decisions were made. People died, yes. But when will there be a new start for peace and stability? Kira says, Sajid, you predicted about Ethiopia Eritrea war that it wouldn't happen. What do you think about now Ethiopia Somalia situation? I did a video on that 2 days ago, Kir. I said that Ethiopia, Somalia confrontation is more alarming than Ethiopia, Eritrea face off we saw a few weeks ago. Somalia is not showing a calculated, calm, cool response to Ethiopian MOU with Somaliland. I just a few minutes ago mentioned what Hassan Sheikh said. Somalia would not hesitate from using military options to option of proxy war to. I think that it is a more alarming situation. I won't say war is coming, but I am concerned. I think people should be concerned. Situation is not uh, pointing towards de-escalation, towards peace and stability. We're seeing regional configuration, new regional configuration, tripartite alliance with the participation of Sudan's Burhan to overall, I don't see peace and stability in coming months in the Horn of Africa. And keeping in view what is happening in Somalia in terms of fight against Al Shabaab, in terms of tensions between the federation and the region there are serious problems in Somalia. And a new warlike situation against Ethiopia is going to be very worrying for not just Somalia, but for other countries of the region too. Welcome, Kira. Kira has joined. LM said, Sajid, you should take off your hat only for members. So, Kira, I asked Kira to be a member. Kira has joined. Welcome, Kira, to be a member of this channel. LM, no objection now, I think. Barak says, hello. Hello, Barak. Milke Angelo says, what are you talking about? The church fathers care for their followers, not money. Sometimes you talk nonsense. Well, money matters too. Come on. Uh, church, church top officials are part of Ethiopian ruling elite. Ethiopian politicians, generals, church elders, businessmen, they're part of the ruling elite, ruling Ethiopia. That is how I see church influence. I am not saying that obviously church would like to have more following. It is concerned about situation in Amhara because its support base is becoming destabilized. I'm not saying church does not care about its followers, but money matters too, fundraising matters too, donation matter as well. Leol Wolde George says, although I am in Amharic region, I found an impartial and timely. If you are appreciating me, if I'm not wrong. Samuel Faleke says, Sajid Bhai missed today's live chat as I was having lunch in Jira. How does it taste like injera? I haven't tried it. RBK is not here today, and he always asks me to try injera. Jacob Jericho says, "Come on, Pope Sajid, the warning news." Well, I did not issue a warning. Abu Abraham issued a statement. You can see the statement. Isn't it a warning? Then what did Hassan Sheikh say, the president? People say you should call him president, as if I'm denying his presidency. What did Hassan Sheikh say? He also said that if Ethiopia makes one move, we'll make four moves. Isn't it a warning? Tastes like chapati, but more spongy. So you eat injera with something or without anything. Like we eat chapati with curry, with cooked vegetables, etc. You would love injera together with the sauce, Tigisti says. Very similar to Indian food, Alam Gizao says. By the way, when I went to the Saudi Arabia last month, I didn't like the taste of chapati there. And before that, I was in Thailand. And the 15-day period in Thailand was wonderful in terms of what I tasted there. Local food as well, then taste of chapati, taste of Indian Pakistani foods. Amazing. Thailand was amazing in terms of what I ate there. Saudi Arabia, disappointing, I think. Someone is saying that injera is addictive. I know Europeans who tasted it and addicted will have a craving every month. Now, a last news story, just a quick one, is about the clash between Brigade Nehamido and a pro-Eritrean government group. It happened in Melbourne, Australia, where a pro-government program was being organized. Brigade Nehamido had announced to protest. They started the protest at the venue. Venue was changed. Police intervened. But despite change of venue, Brigade Nehamido rushed the new venue, and there was a clash between Brigade Nehamido and pro-government members. Police had to intervene, but several people were injured in that clash. So Brigade Nehamido is continuing its attacks on pro-Eritrean government program. It has happened in different countries of Europe, America, Israel, Canada, and other countries of the world. Vietnam, the members are facing criminal charges too in some countries because of attacks on pro-government festivals, but their strategy is continuing so far. SWRU says, Sajid, what is the name of your Ethiopian girlfriend? I'll let you know once I have one. Lily Hele, a member, says, Hi Sajid, it's been a while attempting your live chat. I've been listening to your channel though. Thank you, Lily. Welcome. This is the first time I'm seeing you here. Mulki says, Sajid, tell us how you came by Horn of Africa affairs. Have you ever been to any country in the region? By the way, since new viewers are coming from Somalia, land, so they are raising questions about my interest in the Horn of Africa. And those who have been watching me, they know me that I've been covering several global conflicts. Ethiopia was the last stop for me. Though when I started covering Ethiopia, I thought I would move on. I would move on, but it did not happen because one after the other, new conflicts in Ethiopia kept me engaged here. Ethiopia and Eritrea too. So basically, I came to Ethiopia. I started covering Ethiopia to cover Tigray war. But Tigray war had several angles. I had to study all the angles. And that is how I became involved in Ethiopia and Eritrea and neighboring countries. I have never been to Ethiopia, to Eritrea, to this region. I wish I would visit this region. Maybe in future I'll do that. But over the years, I have developed good relations with people there in Ethiopia, Eritrea, Somalia, Somaliland, Kenya as well. So that is how I am able to get information from the ground. Basically, I'm covering it because I just stumbled upon Ethiopia, you can say. Before Ethiopia, I was covering Azerbaijan Armenia war. Before that, Libyan civil war. Before the Turkey Syria war, etc. 52 minutes have passed. Thank you for tolerating me. I think we should end this live chat session. Moni Moni, will miss you from Monday. I think you'll be busy with your some engagements. All prayers for you. Uh, Thank you, all the viewers who joined this live chat session. Estefanos, yes, Estefanos, I made a correction, an update at the start of this video, this live chat about what happened at Somaliland Ethiopia border. You can see the first part of the live chat to see what I reported. You are saying that they were killed by Somali Regional Police Office. I think I made a correction. I told you what happened there. Thank you viewers for joining. See you tomorrow in the next live chat session. Stay blessed. I'm all prayers for you. Tomorrow we'll be back with another live chat session with new stories from Ethiopia, Somalia, Somaliland, and Eritrea. Stay blessed. Bye bye.